Hi kids, how you guys doing? It's Daddy. I love you very much. Hi babe. Hi Zainab. We're going to read some books today. And we're going to start with Leon and Bob. Now, Leon is new in town and doesn't know anyone. That's when he makes friends with Bob. No one else can see Bob, but Leon knows he's there. One day, a boy exactly Leon's age moves in next door. Leon decides to drop by and say hello, as long as Bob comes along. But suddenly Bob is gone. How alone Leon feels. Is he brave enough to make friends without Bob there beside him? Eloquently illustrated and with a charming surprise ending, Simon James's comforting story speaks to the heart of a child. Leon and Bob by Simon James. Leon had moved into town with his mom. His dad was away in the army. Leon shared his room with his new friend Bob. See? No one else could see Bob, but Leon knew he was there. Leon always laid a place for Bob at the table. More milk, Bob? Leon said. Let's give Leon some milk. See him? Milk. Sometime Leon's mom couldn't take Leon to school, but Leon didn't mind. He always walked to school with Bob. He always had Bob to talk to. See? Getting dressed for school, and there he is walking with Leon. Often when Leon got home, there was a letter waiting for him from his dad. Bob liked to hear Leon read it over and over again. And he reads the letter to Leon, and he opens his letter from his daddy. Like when you guys. One Saturday, Leon heard some noises in the street below. He saw a new family moving in next door. A boy looked up at Leon and waved. Leon waved back. Hi, how you doing up there? Wow. That night, Leon kept thinking about the boy next door. He decided to go by there in the morning. But you'll have to come with me, Bob, he said. Sleeping. He's thinking, what's this guy? Who is this new boy? Will he play with me? Will he be a friend? The next day, Leon and Bob ate their breakfast very quickly. Then Leon grabbed his ball and rushed outside. And there he is. He's rushing outside with his soccer ball. That's a soccer ball he has. Leon ran up the steps of the house next door. He was about halfway when he suddenly realized Bob wasn't there anymore. What happened? Where's Bob? Where'd he go? Leon sat down. He was all alone. He could ring the bell, or he could go home. Why wasn't Bob there to help him? I can't believe this. He just left? Up and left? Leon all alone? Where did Bob go? Leon rang the bell and waited. The door opened. Hello, said the boy. Hello, said Leon. Would you like to go to the park? We can go to the park if you would like to go to the park. Okay, said the boy. I'm just going to the park, Mom, he called. Together, Leon and the boy walked down the steps toward the street. My name is Leon, said Leon. What's yours? There they go. They've got their ball in hand. They're going to the park. They're going to have some fun. What's your name? Bob, said Bob. My name is Bob. So that's where Leon went. And they went to the park and played and had lots of fun. And that's all of Leon and Bob. Now, I don't know about this book, The 12 Months, by Vladyana Langer Krykorka. Good Lord, that's a name and a half. But I thought that it would be kind of cool to try this book. So I'm going to try to read it. What do you think? The poor girl, no matter what she does or how hard she tries, Marushka can never please her cruel aunt and cousin. Then, determined to be rid of her, they give Marushka 3 impossible tasks. She must bring them fresh violets, strawberries, and apples in the dead of winter, or be cast out of her home for good. Lost in the freezing, Marushka is without hope. Then she meets the 12 months of your year, seated around the fire on the mountaintop. With their kind help, the impossible becomes possible. Without it, well, Marushka's greedy relatives are about to discover that's another story. Oh my goodness, it's a Slavic tale. It's a Slavic tale. That means they're from Russia. From Russia. Babushka. To the 12 months and the mysterious seasons of our lives. To Catherine for making my dream come true. In our village, there was once a girl named Marushka, whose mother and father had both died. She lived with her aunt and her cousin, a girl of her own age named Holina. Their cottage sat by the edge of the forest at the foot of the mountain, and their lives could have been filled with peace. But the aunt and the cousin were hard-hearted and made Marushka do all the work. Sweet Marushka, they would shout. Spin, Marushka, they would yell. Sew, Marushka, they would laugh. Weave, Marushka, chop the wood, milk the cows, cut the hay, and stack it, Marushka. Oy vey. No matter how hard the girl worked, they were never satisfied. It's not good enough, they would shout. Cut it neater, stack it higher, sweep it cleaner. Somehow Marushka bore it. She even found pleasure in her work. Cutting the hay, she felt the sun's good warmth and the freshening breeze. Milking the cows, she heard the wind rustling the leaves. Spinning the thread, she noticed its beauty as she delighted in the good gifts of nature. Her own beauty grew and grew. She felt the sun's warmth and the freshening breeze as she swept and worked so hard. She was a hard worker, and her hard work made her very beautiful. The aunt and the cousin became grumpier and grumpier. All their yelling and scolding left deep lines and wrinkles in their faces. So that's why you don't want to be all mad all the time. Wrinkles up your face, Sakina. Love you. No one will ever want to marry me while she's around, whined Helena to her mother. So they plotted to rid themselves of Marushka. That girl has got to go, because I am too ugly to be picking up on some dudes. Anyways, One midwinter's day, Helena turned to her cousin and said, "Bring me some violets, fresh and sweet-scented. Do it now, you lazy good-for-nothing child." "But how can I find violets in winter?" protested Marushka. "Violets do not bloom in the snow." "Silence!" shouted her aunt. "Do you dare disobey? Off with you! And don't return without those violets." As Marushka lifted, that's my phone. Hold on. "Wait one